Hello everybody and welcome back to Los Angeles, Italia. The annual festival actually is going on at the Chinese Theater. You can see behind me there is action on the Magic Walk of Fame in Hollywood Boulevard. They are preparing everything for the Oscar night. They are already barrier in front of the Dolby Theater, the El Capitan Cinema, and the Hollywood and Island Center. They're preparing all the red carpet to welcome all the press, the media, coming from all over the world to cover the Oscar. It's going to be a very difficult year for the Oscar because, of course, there is the opportunity to come back at the Dolby Theater. But still, after the pandemic, there is a war in Ukraine, and I suppose on Sunday night at the Dolby Theater we will hear a lot about this tragic moment, and we obviously will all express our solidarity for the Ukrainian brothers and sisters. So yesterday started the Los Angeles Italia Festival. I don't know if my director Alberto is ready with the English contribution because I have some guests coming yesterday, and I want you to have them commenting the opening night. Of course, we spoke about the three Italian candidates to the Oscar: Sorrentino for The End of God, Enrico Casarosa for Luca the animation, and Massimo Cantini Parrini, the costume designer of Cyrano. But also there is, as I said, the war in Ukraine, so there is a lot of emotion going around. Yesterday, 1 minute of silence asked by the Consul General of Italy, Silvia Chiave, to underline the tragic moment for the humanity for this unpredictable war in Ukraine. So let's go to the English comments of this opening night that we had yesterday, March 20, and then we'll be back here.
So we are here in Hollywood celebrating Italian movies, Italian art, after a couple not very easy years.
Yes, of course.
So how does it feel to be here in Hollywood all together again, finally celebrating and being happy together?
It feels fantastic. First of all, it's fantastic to be here, to celebrate art. Art is the only thing that brings the whole world together. When you're in a movie theater or a theater, it's like a family. And we're like La Familia. And art is the most important thing. And Italian art is so important because it teaches about our humanity. So I love doing this, and we need to celebrate art wherever it is. And remember, during the difficult times, the thing that help us are movies, songs, dancing. It's the most important thing to our humanity. And Italia is #1 in the world for that.
Also, as we said, we are here celebrating art, movies and all that, but at the same time, in the center of Europe right now, there is a war going on. So can you tell me how does it feel, this sensation, you know, that we are celebrating, but there is something very serious happening right now?
Performers feel the whole world. And the most important people in the world are performers. And I want to say the performers are making a difference. I have Ukrainian actors who are calling in, who are zooming in, that I'm teaching. And of course, it feels horrible. And I think the whole world is recognizing that something like this cannot happen. And we are here to celebrate art and our humanity, and to realize that together we can accomplish anything. So I think it's a beautiful moment for us.
Last question. The Oscars are coming,
Yes.
are behind the corner, and we have 3 Italian artists
Yes.
nominated for an Oscar. Paolo Sorrentino, Casarosa, Cantini Parrini. So can you make a good luck to them?
Well, first of all, I want to say it's very good luck to be Italian, because 100 Italians have won Academy Awards, more than anyone else in the world. Anyone else, foreigner, there are no other foreigners have won as many Academy Awards as the Italians. So in that respect, they have a very good chance. Every year, Italians are nominated. That's incredible. So It's not even if they get an award, if they get nominated, but we recognize their brilliance. Italy is full of creativity and great artists. So I say congratulations. Complimenti a tutti.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
First of all, welcome back. Here we go.
Here we go.
So, what's your take? How does it feel to be here again for the Italian festival, Los Angeles Italia Film Festival, here in LA, in Hollywood, at the Chinese Theater?
Well, you know, this festival has been 17 years, so this is 17 years in the making with Pascal's great dream, and to bring together all these Italian filmmakers that affect the world cinema. So it's exciting to see people. We've been closed down, right, because of the difficulties in the world and stuff, and this is just very heartening to see the enthusiasm and the excitement that people have for this great list. There's a tremendous list of films from Italy that people can come and see, besides having the great director Paolo Sorrentino and Casarosa, who did Luca. So it's an exquisite evening, exquisite festival.
And talking about tough things in the world, how do you feel to live in this moment where there's war in Ukraine? How does it feel?
Unsettling. It's very unsettling. It's sad. It's and that's why, you know, art brings people together. The world cinema brings people together. Film, the ideas in film give us a better understanding of each other, and I wish much more was done in works of art instead of. I always say that one film maybe has a bigger effect than 1,000 bullets, and we have to, you know, hopefully society and mankind will grow to the understanding of something like that.
And let's wish good luck to our Italian friends at the Oscars.
Absolutely. I hope they all win. I hope it's a nice Italian sweep. You know, Italian cinema was the first cinema that I saw as a kid. And some of the films that we've seen over the last 17 years, I hadn't seen since a child. And thanks to Pascal Vicedomini, bridging the gap between Los Angeles and Hollywood, Capri, Hollywood, Ischia, and music and film, and the great tradition of Italian artists, cinema, musicians. So it's really an important evening. It's an exciting evening, and I hope people watch and enjoy.
Robert Davi, thank you very much.
Grazie tanto.
And also thank you very much to Johnny Lambiase. I recognize his voice asking questions on the red carpet to Robert Davi, this year chairman for Los Angeles Italia. As you heard before, also Bernard Diller, the foremost global acting coach, is serving this year as a special host of the evening, as well as Sofia Milos, the president of this year festival. They both are broken, as we all are for the war, but you know, as we say in our business, show must go on. Unfortunately, although our heart is broken, we need to keep the ball rolling, as they say in America, and we keep to work, because at the end of the day, cinema, music, culture is a job. It's an industry. And so we need to keep the industry going on, and we need to touch our heart broken, maybe also put our hand in the pocket and give some money in solidarity. There are so many organizations worldwide finding a source for paying bills. I am very grateful as a human being to Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher, who actually raised $30 million for the Ukrainian people, and it's incredible what they did. Mila Kunis, originally from Ukraine, and Ashton Kutcher, incredible actor, very generous. I'm sure that the solidarity for Ukraine, and looking at this image coming out from there on television all over, see all the bombs that are destroying everything, will really open the heart and the wallet of everybody worldwide, because now for the reconstruction of this part of the world will really need a lot of money, and also in order to be very close to the people, to make their children growing in a better way, will really they will need a lot of money. So I hope that all the powerful people worldwide will be definitely very generous. So let's go back to hear what was the some of the reaction on the opening night of Los Angeles, Italia, hearing the double Oscar winner Nick Vallelonga.
So, three very easy questions. First of all, you know that very well, but how does it feel to be in Hollywood celebrating Italian movies, Italian art, after a couple not very easy years we've all been through?
Yes, everyone's been through craziness, obviously, and there's still craziness going on in the world. So to pull this off and still to have this, Pascal did an amazing job. We don't forget what's going on in the world, but we have to still, art helps the world, and we support what's happening. We're with the Ukrainian people. It's devastating what's going on, but we have to keep, after what we've been through the last 2 years, we have to keep film alive. We have to keep art alive. We have to show that the people can still make film, make art, and influence people to be better human beings. So this was very important that this happened this week, and I think Pascal deserves a lot of credit for pulling this off. It's a great week, the Oscars, and we have 3 Italian nominees from Italy. Just fantastic. So it's great to be back. People coming out to see the movies. It's quite an honor to be here.
You anticipated my next question. We are here celebrating, having fun, but at the same time, in Europe there is a war going on. Would you tell us something about it?
Well, this goes back to when all wars that occurred while there was cinema, World War II. Something comes out of it. Artists write, sculptors create, painters paint, and filmmakers make films. And I think there will be film to come out of this, and to show humanity how war, there's never a reason for war, especially in this day and age. There is no reason for this. But I think artists are going to promote that more. So I think to keep going, to push, to make films, to write books, to whatever it takes, art is very important to put the word out against any war ever again.
Last questions. The Oscars are behind the corner. As you know, there are 3 Italian nominees. Paolo Sorrentino, Enrico Casarosa, and also Massimo Cantini Parrini for Cyrano. Can you wish them good luck?
Oh, to all my Italian brothers that are nominated, that's where my heart is. Italian cinema is where I started. Italian filmmakers, whether they were American or Italian, from Fellini, De Sica, all the great Italian filmmakers, Frank Capra, Francis Ford Coppola, Martin Scorsese. It's thrilling to have Italian nominees. So that's why I root for. That's why I'm praying to win.
Can we close it with saying Viva l'Italia?
And Viva Italia! Viva Italia! And Pascal, thank you very much for having this festival again this year. It's amazing.
Grazie mille, Nick. You are my brother. I really love you, and I wish always the best for you. What a great artist is Nick Vallelonga, a writer and producer of Green Book, one of the sweetest movie I have ever seen, and what a giant was Viggo Mortensen. He deserved an Oscar, featuring as Nick Vallelonga father, Tony Leap. What a story. We talk a lot about inclusion at this moment of the world now, and what an inclusion story is Green Book with Mahershala Ali and Viggo Mortensen becoming brothers after starting their relationship in a very strange way. A lot of skeptic attitude each other, but then really an happy end in the meaning of a friendship, love, and inclusion. Yes, inclusion. So I would like to go with my director, Alberto Marocco, around Los Angeles. See some images here. We are at the Hollywood and Talent Center, you know, I mean, the El Capitan Theater, you see there are already frontier, there are already barrier in front of the Dolby Theater, and in front of, you see there is a lot of security preparing the red carpet. The Chinese theater is almost shut down because there are all barrier and people, tourists, you see already they are covering. I don't know, maybe they expecting some rain to be during this week. And outside of the Chinese theater, we can tell the sign of the Los Angeles Italia Festival. We are so proud and then it's night of the Chinese theater. Back to the Hollywood sign. Again, we are on the road, and I think it's sunset here. The Power of the Dog all over. The Power of the Dog all over. There is publicity. Netflix is really spending a lot to support this movie directed by Jane Campion, who might actually win both Best Director and also Best Movie of the Year. So again, we have the Walk of Fame, and there is my buddy Jimmy Kimmel Theater. We are at inside of the Dolby Theater, exactly a picture for the tourist, and maybe an Italian movie to watch here. The TSCL Chinese Six Theater has been our theater since the first year. And you know, I'm very surprised that in the middle of the Hollywood and Island Center, there is no more a big fountain, but they created a little grass plaza, maybe to give the opportunity to the kids to play on the ground. Before they used to have there a fountain, and now, I mean, it's so weird to see the grass on the floor. Unfortunately, there is not the restaurant where we used to organize every single year the party. We've been organizing for 15 years the opening and the final night at the Trastevere restaurant in Hollywood, but after the pandemic that the Hollywood and Island went down a lot, they shut it down. So it's too bad. I hope that soon another Italian restaurant will be adding at the Hollywood and Island Center, the center of the Oscar, which actually this year they are having also the Governor Awards, the honorary Oscar night on Friday night. Normally they honors all the honorary people who actually did not get to win the Oscar physically making movies. They repair this problem with an Oscar honorary that is assigned by a board of technical people, and I'm very grateful to the Academy as Italian that in 2019 this honorary Oscar was given to Lina Wertmüller. Back to the festival, I want to show you some interesting titles. First of all, the title of the website, which is losangelesitalia.com. You should all go and double check the program, because you can see on losangelesitalia.com the program scheduled at Chinese theater, and then on the platforms, digital platforms, the eventive.org, where there are 50 movies to be selected by Gianluca Castagna and Antonella Cocco, and then there is another platform, other 50 movies on mymovies.it, the most important Italian digital platform. So considering My Movies and Eventive, we have 150 movies, because other 50 movies are shown since yesterday 1 p.m. At the Chinese theater, which is our home since the first year. So now let's go back to watch movies, enjoy, and see you here in Los Angeles, Italia. Ciao!